Emily Carter was just 29 years old. A kind-hearted nurse, she was the type of person who stayed after her shift to hold a patient's hand or check on someone who had no family. Everyone in Hollow Creek knew her face, and more importantly, they trusted her heart. But on the night of March 12th, everything changed. Emily clocked out of her shift at 11 p.m. She sent a text to her sister saying she was heading home, but she never arrived. By morning, her car was still parked in the hospital lot. Her bed at home, untouched. Emily had vanished. Investigators scrambled. At first, they suspected a random abduction. Maybe a passing stranger, maybe that mysterious white van several people reported near the hospital. It fit the narrative of a violent outsider. A town under siege. But detectives noticed something strange. There was no sign of a struggle. No tire marks. No dropped belongings. It was as though Emily had left willingly, or with someone she trusted. As weeks passed, a darker picture began to form. Friends recalled Emily saying she was afraid of someone at home. At first, detectives assumed she meant an ex-boyfriend. But whispers soon turned toward her family. Her father, Robert Carter, was a retired carpenter. To the outside world, he was quiet, dependable, a man who loved his daughters. But inside the home, things weren't so perfect. Neighbors admitted they'd heard shouting late at night. Emily's younger sister revealed Robert was controlling. He checked Emily's phone, demanded to know her every move, and disapproved of her dating life. Detectives obtained a warrant to search the Carter property. In Robert's shed, they found a chilling clue: Emily's scrubs, stained with blood, partially burned in a metal barrel. Robert dismissed it as a nosebleed, claiming he burned trash regularly. But the pieces weren't adding up. And when the case finally went to trial, the truth exploded in the most shocking way possible. On the witness stand was Claire Carter, Emily's younger sister. For weeks, she had stayed silent, torn between protecting her father and honoring her sister. But under oath, she revealed what she had hidden. Claire's voice trembled as she testified. "I heard them fighting. Dad shouted, 'If you walk out that door, you'll regret it.' I ran downstairs and I saw him grab her by the throat. She begged him to stop, and then she stopped moving." The courtroom erupted in gasps. And then Claire revealed even more. After Emily collapsed, Robert ordered her to help clean up. Terrified, she obeyed. But the guilt haunted her until she finally came forward. With Claire's testimony and forensic evidence from the shed, the jury deliberated for only a few hours. Robert Carter was convicted of second-degree murder. He showed no remorse, his face stone cold as the verdict was read. Emily's body was later discovered in a shallow grave along a wooded trail her father often hiked. The community that once saw him as a hard-working father now saw him for what he truly was. Emily Carter's death shattered Hollow Creek. But her sister's courage in testifying became a painful beacon of truth. Some called Claire brave, others called her a traitor, but she stood by her words. "I couldn't let Emily's story die with her," she said. "I had to tell the truth." Emily is remembered as more than a victim. She was a healer, a sister, a friend. And her story reminds us that evil doesn't always come from strangers in the night. Sometimes it lives under the same roof.